All right, so I just wanted to go over real quickly how I made my ADST in my library mind map from an earlier assignment. So this is the completed mind map, and I just want to really quickly just go over the steps I took. So I try to encourage my students to take these same steps. So the first thing I did was I figured out what ideas I wanted to look at. I defined the boundaries of my ideas, in this case, my big ideas, and then the design process itself. After I figured out what my boundaries of the project I'm looking at, I'm going to do my brainstorming. Now, my brainstorming, I can't easily just to show, so I just had a picture of my notepad. I just threw some ideas in notepad, got everything I could down, and then after I had all the ideas, then that's where I started to start shaping the actual mind map. So I'm going to jump down here. I've got a time lapse that we're gonna look at, and I'm just gonna pause it as I go. So first thing, like I said, I already done my brainstorming, got everything. So I've got my initial setup here, and the first thing I'm doing here is I'm just getting all my ideas into the actual program. This is Lucidchart, what I'm using to build it. And all right, so I've got my ideas in, and I've made my larger canvas space. Now I'm going to start sorting my ideas out. I've got my big ideas separated here, and I've got my design aspects. And I'm just going to put each idea I came up with either with a big idea, if it applies, or if not, to a sharing area. So I'm going to quickly sort those out. Now, once I've got those sorted out, I'm going to try to figure out connections. So I chose a color for each one of the design steps, and then every idea I've associated with a different design step, and I'm going to color it appropriately. So let's get all the colors in there real quick. Once I've done that, now I'm going to sort all those individuals to the same side of the big idea, just to help with sorting. Once my initial sorting is done, I'm going to start grouping them all together. So you can see I've brought all my design areas that were off to the side over. Oh boy. Jump back here. So I've got my design ideas that are over on the side. I then bring them into whichever area they're most closely organized with. Then once I've got them in this initial organization point, I'm going to start just doing some initial connections to draw in to see how everything lines up. And I realized here that this was not going to line up very well. There's going to be a little bit of a crossover right here. I was going to have to go across and then across and across, and this wasn't going to make for an easy lineup. So I moved the whole thing off to the side so I could reorganize the tree a little bit. Once I reorganized the tree a bit, and this is the refining step, finish drawing my connections in, and then finish up with all my last few details of the actual mind map itself. So hope you enjoyed that.